Finally, some genuinely good news. I think we've cracked it. So the homeopathic remedies that I've been using basically switch on one of the immune systems at a time, or whatever's going on in there. So I've had them on several different ones, which were working. Use them for 1 week at a time, and I've literally just put them on one on Monday. We're now on Thursday, and the drop-ins pretty much tightened straight up within 48 hours. So it was an E. coli, salmonella, and I can't pronounce the other one, remedy that went into the water. It's all natural, no antibiotics, and they're starting to look, well, they just look like different pigeons. Obviously they're molting quite heavily, some of these. We have got some decisions to make, everybody, on what we're going to do moving forward with these. Let's get these two back in. So that's all the young birds. Old birds I knew were coming round anyway, and they come round a bit quicker. But again, they're quite heavily in molt, but they're fine, they're not going anywhere. They're done for this year. Just need to separate them shortly. And this is where the real trouble was then. So this is where the last of the deep litter came out. But look, they just look so much more lively. Their eyes look better. So they are molting. So they're not looking in perfect condition, but drop-ins literally went from water to much more solid in one night, which you'll see photos of on this video. So yeah, really pleased, and I'm guessing now you want to all hear about what my plans are for the next few weeks. Stockbirds are having a bath in that homeopathic remedy as well. So it goes into the bath water, so they've just got it all over them, as well as it being in the drinking water. So that's good. These young birds, or the later young bird team, are flying nicely. I'm going to try and get, looks like they're coming for a shot. Should come in over me now. There we go. So they're going well. So plans for the next 2-3 weeks, end of September pretty much. We've got some timber to put a divider in the stock section, so I'm not opening the door straight into the section because we don't want any escaping. So that'll be down, that'll be in place by the end of September at the latest. I've got a week off from work. And then these all need sorting out and splitting. So I've got the old race birds all together still, and I've got some coming in from a friend, which I've delayed because of the illness that we had. But like I say, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're over that. They're coming back for another fly overhead. They're like the red arrows. Now, the conundrum we do have is there's 23 young birds, those flying around, and 1 or 2 in there. And I've already got, I think, 9 old birds for next year. And the most I want is 20, really. So because they've, obviously I've not been able to race them, because they've been poorly, I'm left with a few too many. So what we might look to do is, if they continue in this vein over the next few days, is we might get the training baskets back out again. There's 8 that haven't been trained at all, and then there's the others that have been raced, and there's 1 or 2 even in the race team that didn't go to the race because, if you remember, they had like a poorly eye. So we're going to get the training basket back out, and we're going to go for a survival series. Sounds quite extreme, it's not really. We're just going to look to progressively move them on every couple of days until we get out to however far, maybe 50, 60, 70 miles. And whatever is left at the end of that, that's what we'll keep for next year. There are 8 birds that need names. So what we'll do is we'll, in the next video, we'll put, everyone can just chuck loads of names out, 1 each. We'll put them all into a hat and we'll just draw the names out for each bird. And the old birds will need naming as well. I've got a couple that I'd like to name myself, but the rest will need naming. So then we've got every bird named to be followed by whoever wants to follow each one. So that's the plan over the next few weeks. Like I say, we'll get the survival series going. I'll put a map up of where the tosses are likely to be. It won't be repetitive tossing at the same place like I've done before. It will literally be move them on, move them on, move them on, like a one loft race, which is the sort of thing that I want to do potentially next year with a couple of sets of young birds. But that's for after we've got this survival series sorted. So yeah, that's the plan over the next few weeks. Can't thank you all enough for your help and advice that we've had for the last few weeks, but it feels like we're moving on a bit now, and these birds are still really flying nicely. So it says to me we're pretty much in good health. If I can get up, there we go. So yeah, let's see what the next few weeks brings.